it a comfort thing for you?
Yeah. We did it. But it's also been an excellent
Is it me? Yes, but the lights are flashing my phone.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
Hi, good morning.
Later.
You guys ready? I'm here.
All right, welcome everyone to the Animation Academy. In this session, we're going to be drawing anxiety. In just a moment, the doors in front of you will be opening towards you. Please stand behind the somewhat lined door on the carpet for your own safety. Now, while inside, please refrain from eating, drinking, smoking. Please no flash photography or video lighting inside the theater. Please watch your step as you enter. You can move down the stairs and pick any road that you wish. Just move about halfway across your road, making room for those that are coming in behind you. We ask that you please walk as you enter, and those traveling in wheelchairs or ATV, please go to the door on the right-hand side, and the right-hand side only, and a cast member will assist you. Thank you, and enjoy your class.
Everybody, come on in this way. So you're going to be coming down to the first 4 rows, the very first 4 rows this way. We're going to be leaving our last row for any of our friends who might have trouble with the stairs themselves. But otherwise, whenever you come to your row that you choose, please move across to the far right of that row. We want to make sure we have as much room as we can for everyone who's coming in, so don't stop early. You're going to move all the way down. If you're running for the space, it's going to be about 2 people per bench or 1 person per board. If you're still coming in the doors, come right down this way. First 4 rows are open. Just make your way across to the far right of any rows you have. We're going to have a little bit more of a full class. Still have 3 more seats in the first row here. All my other rows, orange, yellow, and green, are wide open. So choose whichever one you come right down this way, folks. No need to be shy. But our doors are now closed. Means class is in session. How are we all doing this morning?
Good.
Excellent. So, my name is Philip, and I'm a Disney artist here. And today I'm going to teach you how to draw one of our newer emotions from Inside Out, Mighty.
Woo!
Sounds like some people are nervous already. Sounds good. She's another fantastic artist here at the Academy, and she's going to be acting as our TA for the class. Now that means she's here to help you. So if you need anything for the class, say if your pencil breaks or rolls under the seat, just go ahead and raise your hand, keep it raised, and Kate will be there to assist you. Right now, she's going to show you where to exit, though, in case you have to leave early. It's going to be the same 3 doors that you entered in from. The one on the far right is the easiest to push open. Give it a hard push, it will take you back on out if you have to leave for any reason. Now, I did mention your pencils a moment ago. Look at your pencils and tell me what we might be missing. An eraser, yeah. We don't have any erasers here at the Animation Academy. We do what's called rough sketch artwork. What that means is we draw everything very, very lightly and loosely, and we only darken in a line or lock in a line at the end once we're ready to keep it. Everybody got it?
Got it.
That being said, you guys ready to get started?
Yes.
All right, then let's begin. So anxiety is going to start off with a pretty basic geometric shape. It's going to be a circle, but like one that's a little smushed, and you want to go a little further down on your page, closer to the bottom. If you're thinking about the shape, think of this like a small potato. So not a full circle and not really an oval. Kind of more of like an oval that's just on the edge of being a circle here. And you'll notice what I'm doing is I'm drawing as many shapes as I need until I start to find the shape that I want to keep. But now that we have that in place, we're going to be adding in some construction lines. Now, the first line I'm going to be adding in is going to be a vertical line. We're going to be cutting our oval right in half. You want to get this line up pretty high. We'll be using that a little bit later in our drawing. Half in half again, right down the middle. And once you're done, you'll have Kylo Ren's lightsaber and a potato. But from here, we can start to build up some more of her features. And we're going to start with just making the silhouette for her eyes. Now, her eyes are very, very large and wide, and they're going to be taken up basically the upper corner of either side. We'll start here on the left. And this is going to be a full circle here, and it's going to be coming outside of our oval. And because she is a character who does a lot of focus, in fact, she hyper focuses, we're going to be having her other eye actually overlap with the first. So it's going to be a little bit of a Venn diagram going on, or a little bit of crossover there. But once we have those shapes in place, these are going to be the first ones that we're going to actually lock in. Now, what we're finding to do is we'll begin to make all of our construction lines begin to fade out into the background. So, has everyone here seen Inside Out 2?
Yes.
Excellent. So, anxiety obviously is from a whole new range of emotions that we get to see here. And believe it or not, they had originally planned on having this character is a bit stressed. So now that we have the eyes locked in, we're going to start to work on anxiety's actual smile, or, well, facial feature, because smiling is not something this character does very well. We're going to start by putting what's like a big stretched out letter U, and we're going to be taking this all the way out, almost a little wider, basically the width of one of our eyes. Go ahead and just take a line, cutting off this kind of lightly draw through, taking off the top quarter of our back circle there. And we're going to use that as and everyone kind of draws their own characters, kind of individually. While we're locking this in, because this is a bigger shape, I'm going to give you some more fun facts about Inside Out 1 and Inside Out 2. So, as you notice, all of the characters in this film, well, the emotions rather, are made from what looks like particles or sand. It's almost like kinetic sand for each one. Now, originally, this was only going to be done for Joel. Inside Out 1 actually was one of our top grossing Pixar films. It made over $800 million. Now that we have her smile in place, we're going to go up to the top here, and we're going to be drawing that very, very tall hair that she has. But we're going to just lightly put this in first. Think of this like a palm tree or a very tall fern. But I like to start with making a letter, basically a very curved letter M at the top. And then we're going to be bringing this down again. It's actually their eye. And right now we're not locking anything in. We're just making a very rough, generalized shape for this. Because before we can eyebrows. Now, eyebrows are a very key point of showing facial features. The higher you put these on this, the more anxious she's going to look. So if you want to have her not be super anxious, you can put them a little bit lower, or if you want her to be extremely anxious, you can put them almost to the very top. I'm just going to kind of split the distance here. And these are going to be like two Pringles that are on their sides, or two bananas. We're going to start here on the left-hand side with the first. And then one more here on the right. And these you can actually go back and lock in pretty quickly here. And once you lock them in as well, we're actually going to go ahead and shade these in. And just go ahead and use the side of your pencil, and you're going to use it kind of like a crayon. we want to do this because we don't want too many like really dark scratchy lines. And this will give us a nice even tone. But once we have her eyebrows locked in, we can go back and start to lock in our favorite parts of our lines here for her hair. Now, at this point, what you're going to want to add in is what we like to call like blades of grass or shark fin shapes. So to demonstrate that, I'm just going to show you over here, making our first couple shapes on this side and just adding in some extra texture lines. Now, there is no right or wrong way to do her hair. The only thing you really want this to look is make sure that it's very, very frazzled looking. Someone who's very much in need of a deep conditioning. If anyone knows curly hair, you know what I'm talking about. But once you have your favorite lines in place, you can go back in and lock them in. And again, you can have fun with this. You can have as many or as few of these as you like. Don't feel like you have to do it any particular way. You can do what I'm doing or your own. They really realized though that shame wasn't really an emotion, so the character was redesigned to be anxiety following up. But if you also notice of all of our new emotions too, each one's kind of like a cross between like one of the other emotions that we are. And again, find the shapes you want to keep. And the final step for the hair that we want to do is add in some texture kind of coming out from the middle here, just to really show that it's a bunch of strands of hair and not like stalk celery. But right now, our anxiety is looking like she just got off the Haunted Mansion. Really darken those lines in. But now, we want to give her pupils. Now her pupils are going to be very, very small. Think of it like the size of like an apple or an orange seed. And you can put these wherever you like, but I want to have her looking out at all of us. And wherever you put them though, if you want to have her looking up, you want to look into the side, you want to look in two different directions, you totally can. But what you want to make sure is that this is the darkest point of your drawing. We use the eye a lot. And the darker the eyes are, the more that the audience's gaze is drawn there. It's kind of like, now this is going to be a few different steps, so we're going to take this one step at a time. The first I'm going to be doing is going to be right under her eyes, and we're just going to lightly put in a stretched out rainbow shape. Looks like she's frowning, but that's not the look we're going to be ending with. Next, we're going to be following the outside of our shape that we made earlier, kind of following the same shape as before. And then we're going to connect this with another curved line. If you're curious what the look we're going for is, it's like, you know when you bite your lower lip when you're really nervous? It's that. Again, we're going to follow the same shape over here on the left. And then just curve that back around. We want to make sure that these lines are curved and not super, super sharp. We save those. We do realize that she's not a villain. She's just trying to go about helping Riley in the best way that she knows how, even if that's not always the best way to approach it. Once we're going to lock it in this line though, we're going to be adding in those pretty big teeth that she has. And to make this easy, we're going to start here in the middle. This is going to be a stretched out letter U right here, and tuck it right into that upper lip. And we're going to be adding two more on either side. The next, and you can kind of space these out where you like. There's no, again, there's no real right or wrong way to do these, but you just want them pretty evenly spaced. Bless you. Bless you again. Hope you're not allergic to anxiety. That would make your days very, very stressful. And then the final two are just going to be tucked in over on these sides here. But now we are ready to finish off that, well, kind of nervous grin that she has. We're going to take these last lines and we're going to just curve them back behind that tooth on either side. And just to make sure that we have some contrast, go ahead and use your pencil. We're going to just lightly shade in that area, just showing that this is still an open part of her mouth. She probably saw another one of Joy's ideas and is thinking about all the different ways that something might go wrong. But thankfully, like we saw at the end, she understands that you can't always live your life with what's going to be worried about something. Sometimes you do have to let your other emotions come to the forefront. Now, the last part of anxiety that we're going to be adding in is going to be that turtleneck that she has. And this last part is very easy. It's just going to be a pair of curved lines. We're basically making like the bottom of a wine glass here. And then, just to show that striped look that she has, we're just going to be adding in some curved lines right on the side. But congratulations, now we're at the most important step of every piece of art. Find your favorite spot on your page and sign your name, because now each and every one of you have drawn your very own emotion of anxiety.
Woo!
How do y'all do? Awesome! Did we have fun?
Yeah.
That's great to hear. So normally, we would have a bit of an art show, and I would love to see your guys' reaction, having to show off your artwork, but unfortunately, we ran a little bit long here. We do hope you enjoy the rest of your time here at the resort. I'm going to leave you here with Katie. Have a great day today. The class is dismissed.
How about a big round of applause for your artist, Philip? Thanks so much, Philip. And thank you so much for coming to the Animation Academy. Your exit doors are now open on the far left-hand side of the classroom, the same doors that you entered in. Before you leave us, please make sure you prop up the boards with the pencils back in this spring, as you do need them for our next classes coming up. If you no longer want to keep your sketches, there is a recycling bin at the end of the ramp there for you. Or if you like to continue working on your artwork, you're more welcome to head over to the Sorcerer's Workshop. We also have pencils in there to use as well. Once again, your exit doors are on the far left-hand side of the classroom only. And at this time, we ask you to gather up all of your personal belongings. That includes hats, glasses, cell phones, backpacks, water bottles. Make sure you gather up all of your personal belongings before you leave us and head towards the exit doors on the left-hand side of the classroom. And do make sure you prop up those boards with the pencils back in this frame. This is also supposed to reset in the next class coming in.
You bet, baby. It's easy and a lot of fun. What are we waiting for? The next show starts right away, so come on, give it a try.
They already have like houses in there.
Ready? Let's go outside. Is that what you want to do? Separate?
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.